2000 Malibu Corvette. Direct drive boat, sitting in a full yellow exterior. Corvette graphics on a tandem axle trailer with chrome wheels, chrome fenders, and matching Corvette graphics. This boat is sitting with a LS1 engine that was just rebuilt over the winter. Has full service completed on it, as well as a new steering cable. So this thing's dialed, ready to hit the water with a fresh rebuilt engine in it. Boat is in great shape on the exterior. We walk around, look under here real fast. You're going to see dual chrome exhaust tips. We also have a chrome rudder, which is actually pretty unique and cool and goes with the whole theme of the boat. Platform in teak has been lightly refinished with a teak kit that we did to it to get the color out of it. Looks really nice. Cool touch on these Corvette Malibus. Obviously, Corvette tail lights. They're not actually lights, but you can see it's kind of a screen on here. I think the hole in the center is actually just for airflow, but don't quote me on that. Grab handle on the back. You also have this raised Corvette graphic here with the classic Corvette flags up top. Gel coat is free of really any major scratches anywhere, but being a 2000, the yellow is slightly faded. Slightly. You're probably not even going to be able to tell on video, but down below this body line, the yellow is just ever so slightly a different color than what is up on the top deck. Probably from sun hitting it on it, from being outdoors over time, and you see a little bit of that from the rub rail down on the port side as well. But this boat looks amazing on the outside. You're going to see a few scuffs on the underside from the trailer bunks just rubbing on the hull. But no gouges or anything into the fiberglass. This graphic has a couple spots where the vinyl has kind of flaked off. Just on the front there, on the C mainly. And as you come around the back, and you're going to see in this little screen there's a small hole. There's a couple chips. Somebody did some touch-up paint on here on this grab rail. And just maybe a few surface imperfections. Same here in this little corner next to the tie-down strap, which the trailer does have tie-down straps, which is great. But the Corvette graphic on this side is in excellent condition. Otherwise, you're going to see a slight kink in this fender. The outside looks pretty good for a 25-year-old boat. Pretty sharp in the yellow scheme too. I like it. Let's go ahead and hop inside. Check out the interior. Slide my shoes off real fast. So, get the camera dialed in here. Sorry about that. We have a tan interior all throughout the boat with gray carpet. The combing pads are just a black finish that matches the dash, so that wraps kind of all the way around the boat. And we can go through and check out the full interior on this thing. It's all original. 25-year-old boat. You're going to see some seams that are starting to split on pretty much all the seat bases on this thing. A lot of stitching. Cut right there in the vinyl. The black material on these, it's a vinyl material that's on these side combing pads. Just has some weathering to them. And you're going to see that pretty much all throughout the boat, wrapping around even up into the dash. Just showing a little bit of age. Does have a 4-speaker stereo as well. So you can see that there. 2 on each side, mounted in those combing pads. The engine hatch is in very nice shape. Really no splits or anything on that, but it's really not a high traffic area for people to sit on. Got your Corvette badge here on the front of it. It's pretty cool. And then as we open up, you can see our LS1. Freshly installed and tested. Thing runs strong. This boat, if I remember correctly, the way we have it propped is a 50+ mile an hour boat. And it sounds very, very nice and has a lot of power. Perfectly clean bilge down in there. But definitely a cool setup on a boat like this. Does have a ski pylon. Our love seat here, go through the base. You can see some splits on the seats and some stitching that's kind of worn out. The seat back looks great. It does flip up into a storage compartment. You can see we have a full cover with the boat, and this storage compartment goes all the way up into the bow. Underneath here we also have the battery, and see up beyond there is an amplifier as well. Little storage compartment under the seat if you flip up the seat base. Little carpet worn out under there, but it's pretty hidden. Or it is hidden when the seat is closed. Glove box here, if we open that, you're going to see a little controller for the stereo, spare impeller, spare keys for the glove box. There's a secondary one up here as well, which is a little easier to get to if I open up our windshield. And some nice storage space up under. There's a drain, so probably use it as a cooler. Probably not very effective as a cooler. Obviously not very easy to get to unless you open up the windshield. And then inside here, we do have an updated stereo head unit. Not period correct, but that's probably a good thing. It does have Bluetooth. It is Sirius XM compatible if you get the antenna for it. Auxiliary and USB for phones. Obviously, AM radio, no CD player. Oh, I popped that out too far. Put that back in here in a second. Driver's seat. Seat back is in good shape. Seat base similar to what we're seeing on all the other seat bases in the boat, where some of the seams have just started to separate from the stitching wearing out, and the vinyl just starting to pull apart from just people using the boat. I do not recall how many hours this boat had on it originally, but we're going to double check to see if the dash says it anywhere, but I don't believe it's going to. On the left here, we have a depth finder. You got your engine temp and oil pressure, speedo. It does have perfect pass, so you can see that there. The screen, a little LCD screen. So you have some speed control, fuel gauge, battery voltage, and a clock. Over here, an open accessory switch. I'm going to assume that is not attached to anything. It's just an open accessory line. You have a heater, high and low. Some interior lighting, anchor light, nav light for nighttime. And over here we have bilge blower and our stereo toggle. Also have kind of a Corvette style throttle handle here. clicks in and out of gear. And we do have a adjustable angle on the steering wheel with a nice Chevy logo on it. A little bit of wear on the steering wheel. Corvette logo or text on the top of the steering wheel. Just cool little touches all throughout. That pretty much wraps it up. We're gonna have a water video of us driving this thing. Hopefully within the next week we'll have that online. The boat runs great, sounds strong, and it's in great shape. So hit us up at N3 Boatworks for more info on this 2000 Malibu Corvette. Thanks for watching.